This is the 11th annual Give for Good Louisville Live. And we are working with the props department here, the 2 p.m. hour. We've got our friend Jeremy from No Kill Louisville here. Let me turn the music down, the mic's up. It was a long day here. Thank you guys for watching. Jeremy, welcome to Louisville Slugger Field.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for being here. Let's kick things off. Tell us, what is No Kill Louisville?
Well, we're a local animal rescue. We've been around coming up on 15 years now. Our focus is on reducing the population in the local municipal shelter in an effort to try to end, killing in the shelters for time and space, which is a problem everywhere, but it tends to be unseen. So the focus of our rescue orbits that purpose. We run a pet food bank that distributes food on a monthly basis to low and no income families who might be facing a situation where they would have to surrender their animal to the shelter. And that also gives us an opportunity to help facilitate spay and neuter as part of getting the assistance. And then that is an investment going forward to prevent the population problems that we deal with.
Yeah, I was reading about your all's organization online, and I mean, people's pets are a part of their family.
Yes.
So the work that you all do to keep families together and furry family members in homes is so important.
It's not an inaccurate way to put it. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you are hoping to build out through your program and the way that viewers support you today.
Well, there's always a desire to have more volunteers, particularly when it comes to fostering. In order for an animal to leave the shelter that hasn't been adopted, it has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So foster homes are the practical capacitor that allows us to do this. Things got kind of awkward with COVID when that came up, both in good ways and bad ways, because the shelters kind of got emptied. People, went and got pets. And then people were kind of nervous in social situations. So that had a disruptive impact on the volunteer scene in general. And then, of course, as that started to wane, shelters started filling back up. So now we're back in the heat of that, where they're just overpopulated and we're having to deal with that.
So it sounds like for folks who are watching, they can support you all today through Give for Good, but also could become foster parents to a furry friend.
More than just fosters, we could have, we have the pet food bank itself, and volunteers for that are always welcome. It's a lot of lifting. It's not a big commitment, but it is one that we always struggle to, not necessarily struggle, but we try to stay keen on having volunteers lined up. You never know who can't make it, and slots need to be filled. The foster adoption's a big one. Donations always is something that goes without saying. With any nonprofit organization, we're all volunteers, nobody's getting paid, all the money's going back into the resources that allow us to do this. So that's always going to be an ask.
Yeah, absolutely. And you all are a no-kill shelter, right?
We're not actually a shelter. We're an all-volunteer foster-based rescue, that also does the other things, but we don't have a shelter ourselves.
Right,
we try to work closely with other rescues and with Louisville Metro Animal Services, and kind of have a cohesive, community going on as much as we can help cultivate that. Because each group has a different focus. And working together has been very, very, very good for everyone. In terms of, what's another good one that you'd want to bring up? She doesn't know. We do have some animals that we're trying to find homes, or at least temporary fosters for, so that we can, pull more from the shelters or give others homes.
Yeah, I see you have some pictures there for us.
Where's my monitor here? We got this guy.
Oh, Goofy.
There we are, yeah.
Goofy.
Oh, look at those eyes.
Yep, he's about a little over 2 years old. Great dog, not the best with other dogs, but we've got some, that's not uncommon, actually.
Oh, that tongue hanging out is just adorable.
So we're trying to find him a home or a temporary foster. We have these.
Right behind you?
Yeah, might have to go the other way.
Zoom back out. To the left, to the left, to the left. Yeah, 3 kittens right there.
Okay, there we are. Yeah, these are actually 3 that we're fostering. These were bottle babies, which are situations where they can't survive on their own, and somebody has to manually care for them in their early months, early weeks, very much. There's 2 males and a female. We named, and there's another 3 that are in another home as well that we don't have a picture of. But they all look very similar. These are named after nuts, so we've got Brazil, cashew, and almond.
Oh.
And Brazil is the female, and I, looking at them, cannot differentiate who's who. But they're very sweet, and they just need to be spay neutered and vaccinated, and they're ready to go. They're about 8 weeks old, and we might keep one.
I'm not a cat person, but they're pulling at my heartstrings right now. If I weren't allergic, I would take them off your hands.
Yeah, they're very, very sweet.
He always wants to keep one.
Just one.
Yeah, foster failures are the best adoptions.
Our props department recently was a foster failure, so
Yeah, they're our favorite. They work out well.
yeah, that's wonderful. How many animals are you all coordinating homes for at the moment?
I'm not sure what last count. I'm aware of, I mean, these 4 in particular by name I know of. How many do we have total?
It varies. It comes and goes.
15 or
probably,
yeah, 15, 16 probably. But it does vary because some will get adopted, a new one will come in, or there'll be one that's moving from a foster to another foster. So unless you're directly involved in that part of it, it can be hard to stay on top of it. But yeah, 15, 16, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Hopefully more soon if people want to, help us out.
You want to support?
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We would love to have you.
Well, I hope for the folks who are watching, you consider giving and also consider how you can become a foster parent to a furry friend.
Yeah, you can come to our website, which is nokill-louisville.org. A lot of information there about the animals, volunteer opportunities, the kind of needs that we have. We have some fundraisers coming up that we're going to need another wave of volunteers for. In the winter, we do an angel tree program where we work with a number of volunteer organizations that are in rescue. And we have trees set up at businesses, well over 30 at this point every year. 75 locations?
75 angel trees.
So people can pull a tag that has a particular item that a rescue needs, get it, bring it back with the tag, and then we collect all of that at the end of the program, which is the first week of January usually, and then have a distribution party where the different rescues come and get their loot. Yeah, it's very popular. We enjoy it, but it is a lot of work.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and that's getting ready to kick off.
Okay, great. And could you say the website again? So
Yes,
folks...
it's nokill-louisville.org.
Well, Jeremy, thank you for being with us here today.
Thank you for having
I
us.
wish you all the best of luck and hope that you will find some support here today on Gift for Good Louisville.
I hope so.
Jeremy, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming in. We really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us very much.
And Harrison, that's a wrap here for, when I look at the schedule here,